This is the Gens Weekly Recap presented by Rapid Hockey Academy. Here is Matt Sosler.
Hey Gens fans, and welcome to this Gens Weekly Recap. I'm your host, Matt Sosler. The NAHL Generals took on the Maryland Black Bears. Let's take a look at what went down. In Game 1 on Friday, Gens down 2-0 near the end of the second. They're shorthanded here. Matthew Bozer picks off the Maryland pass. The defenseman gets tripped up by the Ice Monster, and Bozer finishes. That would cut the deficit down to 2-1. And here early in the third, Brent Kiefer skates it in and finishes. That would tie the score at 2 apiece. And 3 minutes later, there's going to be a scramble in front of the net, and it bounces around, eventually finds the tape of Andreychuk. He whacks at the loose puck. That would make it 3-2 in favor of Northeast. However, Maryland got one later in the frame and converted on a penalty shot in overtime to take game number 1. And a look at some stats. David Andreychuk, a goal and an assist. Matthew Bozer, Brent Kiefer, each with a goal. Ricky Boyson, Jonathan Young, Alexander Tertishny, Matthew Sutter, and John Musella, each with an assist. And Anton Castro with 34 saves. And the very next day, Gens down 1-0 late in the third period. And you know what they say, good things happen when you get to the net. And here, Gordon gets greasy on the scramble and finishes to even the score at 1 apiece. And in overtime, the Gens are going to set up the play. Liam McKenney is going to get his stick in the way, and he's going to make Maryland pay. That would give the Generals the 2-1 victory in overtime, as they took 3 out of 4 points last weekend. And a look at some stats. Liam McKenney, the OT game-winning goal. Ryan Gordon also with a goal. Matthew Yeager, Max Bronstein, Alexander Tertishny, and Tyler Cooper, each with an assist. And Hugo Haas with 28 saves. The NA3HL Generals were also in action. They wrapped up their regular season against the Mass Titans. Let's take a look at what happened. Second period, Gens up 2-1. Jacob Kaminsky gets the puck on the doorstep and buries it to increase the Generals' lead to 3-1. And here in the early third period, Nick Ram is going to find the puck. He's going to bring it into the zone. However, he gets bodied off. But look who's there. Braden Kennedy is going to clean up the mess, find the trailer. Tyler Ram, who finds Twine. That would give the Generals a 4-2 lead. And that lead held as they won the final regular season game 5-3. And a look at some stats. Jacob Kaminsky, Ben Pizameni, each with a goal and an assist. Jake Hazu, 2 assists. Tyler Ram, Nick Racker, and James Clark, each with a goal. Nick Ram, Braden Kennedy, Tyler Kaminsky, Jason Gratz, and Carson Asper, each with an assist. And Espen Rieger with 28 saves. And with the regular season behind us, let's take a look at the plethora of categories that the Generals have some guys in. Starting off with Carson Asper, second in the league in points per game. James Clark, 12th in scoring, 10th in goals. He finishes on the season with 59 points. Peyton Felix, 52 points, which is 19th in scoring. Sean Gorman, 4 shorthanded goals, which leads the league. And then Deacon Moore leading all defensemen in the NA3HL in scoring with 52 points. And then some accolades as a team. 780 win percentage, which is 4th in the NA3HL. 245 goals, which is the second most, and also the most important in my opinion, the balanced scoring, 13 players with 20 or more points. And now a look at the Generals' first round tilt against the New England Sharks. Games will be played this weekend. The Generals have 64 points, New England with 23. The Generals took the season series 6-0 over the Sharks. They own the goal differential category plus 134 to minus 75. They also own both special teams categories as well. And now a look to the week ahead. The NAHL Generals will be in action. They'll take on the Danbury Junior Hat-Tricks. Those two teams have not seen each other in quite some time. It's been since early February when those two teams played 4 games. They split them right down the middle. The NA3HL Generals will also be in action. It's playoff time for them. They will take on the New England Sharks this weekend in a best-of-3 set. Game 1 is currently scheduled for Friday. Games 2 and Game 3 currently still to be determined. However, be sure to check out the NA3HL website and all social media channels as well for the Generals for the latest and up-to-date information. Also, be sure to tune into my interviews with head coach Brian Erickson, assistant captain Liam McKenney, and goaltender Hugo Haas, exclusively available on the Northeast Generals app. And that's going to wrap up this edition of the Gens Weekly Recap for everyone here at the Northeast Generals. I'm Matt Sosler. Thank you for tuning in, and roll Gens.